Today I'm going to unbox the March of Progress. Now, this is different. You know me, I'm always on the look for something new, something different, something borrowed, something blue. And trying to, stay in the war game space. That's the primary focus of this channel and kind of the primary focus of my hobby, even though I play a lot of other games, and actually the vast majority of my collection is non-war games, but I have a relatively large war game collection, so that just tells you that I'm a hoarder. But anyway, I digress. This one is interesting because it calls itself a two-player micro-war game. It calls itself a war game. It has some war game like features, and it is focusing on historical conflicts in a very abstract way. But is it a war game? Well, I'll let you guys decide. So let's take a look at the back of the box here. The March of Progress. The March of Progress is a two-player strategic micro-war game composed of several historical scenarios. Each scenario changes the setup and tweaks the rules to give a flavor of strategy in different time periods, from the 30 Years War through to World War II. The aim of the game is to control countries through the simultaneous play of action cards in order to generate victory points during scoring. And you can see some of its cards and the dice, and you've got some little meeples in there. Components: 3 country cards, 16 action cards, 1 initiative card, 1 sequence of action card, 41 scenario-specific cards, 12 white cubes, 6 black cubes, 6 army meeples, 6 six-sided dice, rules booklet, and scenario booklet. And this is from Pocket Campaigns. This is what's on the box there, and the designer is Alan Paull. So let's get inside here and see what we have. Like I said, I'm always looking for something, new and different. And this just, kind of struck my eye and looked kind of different. So it's a relatively small box, good, sturdy, small box. We got a lot of little goodies in a bag here. Got some dice. Looks like everything's wooden, even the dice. So you've got some meeples there. So you've got 3 orange, 3 blue. You've got some white cubes, some black cubes, 2 white die, 2 blue dice, and 2 orange dice. So you got that there. We got some cards here. We'll get into that. Looks like there's a strip on the side, so hopefully that'll be easy to open up. Dump this out. So we got some baggies to put everything back in. So you've got lots of baggies there. I guess you separate out the different scenarios by bags. You've got a couple of books here. You've got the March of Progress scenarios, and you have the March of Progress rules here. It says published by SSG War Games, Surprised Stare Games, 2 Tomatoes Games, and Frosted Games. So I guess that is the publisher there. All right. So we got the components in there. We've got the aim of the game. The aim of the March of Progress is to control countries through the play of action cards in order to generate victory points during scoring. The winner is the player with the most victory points at the end of the game. If victory points are equal, the game is tied. And it says VP instead of victory points, but I'm assuming that's what VP stands for, victory points. So you got the anatomy of a country card. So you got your garrison, you've got your name, army strength space, and victory point space. See that there. And the rule book is glossy, but relatively small. So you got the introduction, which is the 30 Years War. Tells you your setup. And you're probably going to get a specific deck that's just the 30 Years War. You got your sequence of play, initiative, actions. So you got movement, recruit, fortify, attack. And this is how combat works. Then you've got a score action. And then talk about controlling countries. You got the game end and winning, and an example of play here. And there's a kind of a setup for you. And that's it. So you're really just 11 pages of rules, and with the setup, or maybe that's maybe I don't know if that goes to the example or setup. So really about 10 pages of rules there. So not a lot of rules in there. Kind of cool looking. Then you've got your different scenarios. This is the Age of Marlborough. You've got the Napoleonic Wars. You've got World War I, World War II, and politics by other means. This is a 3-player scenario. Okay. So there you have it. So you got some scenarios in here. So some historical scenarios. Let's see if this says the number of players in here. So it plays up to 3 at least. So probably just a straight up two-player game. Let's get inside these cards here and see what we have. It has a strip, but sometimes I have a hard time with those, finding the starting point of those strips. So there's your cards. So it's got some different backs here. So let's see what we have inside the cards here. So this looks possibly like a country card here, not sure. So this is probably how you move. The graphics is cool. I mean, it's very, you know, playing off the meeples that you're playing with. So those are your different actions. Looks like move, 1, 2, recruit, fortify, attack, attack +1. Then you've got your country card. This is the orange country card. Victory points, strength, and your fortify. This is the initiative card. Like in a 2-player game, I guess, who has the initiative. Then you're going to have the set for the blue here. So maybe these are all unique cards for that, for the blue and the red. Then we get some larger than normal cards. And those are larger than normal, and they're good quality, thick cards. You're getting some thick cards with this. Here's a neutral country. Here's your sequence of actions. Then we're getting into, this is the Age of Marlborough, so this is this scenario. You got the Dutch Republic, France, Spanish Netherlands, Electorate of Bavaria. Then you've got the Napoleonic, Viva la Emperor. So France, Austria, Italian states, German states. Then you get into World War I. Belgium, Western Allies. This is World War I in the West. Germany. You got some minor states there and Western Allies. There's another Germany there. Huh. Okay. You got World War II. Germany, Western Allies. There you have it. So those are the cards you get in here. So basically, these are all mostly for scenarios. And then you have your basic cards for the players. I wonder if there's, in the 3-player, what color. Why don't they just pick a country? So you got orange and blue. Anyway, Well, that's what you get in a box of March of Progress. Rules booklet, 10 pages of rules, scenario booklet that's got from Marlborough, Napoleonics, World War I, World War II. You get some baggies. You get a lot of little bits here and a little box. So let's pop this open here. So that's what you get. Interesting. It looks very abstract. So I don't know, calling it a war game. I don't know, I'll let you guys decide that. There's my dump, my component drop. So you can see some of the stuff there. It's all wood. You got your meeples, your little military meeples. So there you have it. That is what you get in a box of March of Progress. Love to know what you all think about this. Is this something that's interesting to you? Something that you might try your hand at? It's a little bit off the beaten path, so to speak. And I don't know, it looks kind of interesting. I thought I'd try it. It doesn't look like it takes very long to play. So we'll take a crack at it. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Love to hear your thoughts on this or anything you want to talk about. I want to thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate that. And let me know you stopped by. Drop a comment. Start up a dialogue. Anyway, hope you're having a good one. And if not, I hope it gets better. And if it's going real good, keep it going. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.